Hello everyone, how's it going? Today we're analyzing over 60 secret bonus rooms and counting down our top 10 in Donkey Kong Country 2. The Donkey Kong Country games have some of the sneakiest and most abundant secrets of any platformer in gaming history, and several of them are pretty darn tricky to find. Between the Kong letters, DK coins, secret bonus rooms, and even warps, there's a mix of well over 200 secrets or collectibles to look out for, not including bananas, across almost 50 levels. A lot of these really are quite memorable, and there's a lot of great choices out here. In order to thoroughly contemplate the list, I completed all 3 save files 102%. What are your most memorable secrets and secret bonus rooms? Which of these bonus rooms are the trickiest to find and figure out? Here are the top 10 secret bonus rooms in Donkey Kong Country 2. Number 10. Toxic Tower. In the 6th world, K. Rool's Keep, this one is towards the end of the level. At least this becomes more obvious if you enjoy shooting every enemy, even when it appears like you don't have to. The more difficult starting section with Rattly the Rattlesnake just sets the tone as hurry your way up, otherwise you're drowning in poison. It's a level that's noted for its stressful and unforgiving nature. When you eventually move on to Squawks, perhaps this section could get you more trigger happy to take down all the zingers, but toward the very end of the level, if you're too focused on just ascending with web platforms once you have Squidder the Spider, with the rising poison you may feel rushed and pass right by the bonus room. Plus, ascending quickly with web platforms with single jumps is its own unique skill. Some players may struggle with the timing to quickly move up with these. There's a zinger up against the wall that can catch you ascending to the right, which feels like an obstacle. But if you shoot it, you'll see a banana in the wall, which really makes it hard to miss. If you think to shoot this guy, you're gonna find the secret bonus room, but it's deep into the stage and a pain to miss on any attempts. And to be fair, it doesn't appear like he's hiding anything. The bonus game itself is a bit of navigation with Squidder through some bramble, which is a decent little test, winding and platforming through the thorns, but hopefully not something you'd have to try again. You could easily make the mistake of just seeing this zinger as an obstacle to avoid. Plus the secret bonus room is through a wall, but if you're in the zone of leaving no survivors or stones unturned, then you're going to come across this one. It's earned the starting point of number 10 on the list. Number 9. Jungle Jinx. In the Lost World, there are 5 levels, with 1 bonus room each. And with how 4 of the 5 Lost levels have visible cues, this makes Jungle Jinx stand out. Its hiding is a little reminiscent of the DK coin from Ghostly Grove, the way it's tucked underneath you to the left. These single bonus rooms are a unique case because instead of a Creme coin as your prize, it's their DK coin. So finding these bonus rooms are like a 2-in-1 prize type of deal. For the other Lost level bonus rooms, it's either a challenge to reach them or something you'd realize after you pass it. But there's not much to clue you in on the bonus room in Jungle Jinx. It's about halfway into the level, just a little before the halfway checkpoint. Following the bananas here seems like a good move, but they lead you away from the secret. The wooden spikes with those bananas really urge the player forward, but you have to check left. And this is where you will find the O Kong letter, a trail of bananas, and the secret bonus room. The bonus game is pretty cool too, a unique little challenge of throwing your partner at the dragonflies, avoiding the zingers that are circling faster and faster. With the slight delay of your partner throw, this may take more than 1 try, but at least trying again is really easy with its location, unlike some others on the list. It's a tricky, misleading spot, tucked away from you on the left, earning Jungle Jinx number 9 on the list. Number 8. Castle Crush. There's a couple animal pals in this level related to the few secrets. Moving over to the left quickly near the start will get you Rambi and a pretty straightforward bonus room later on with an arrow pointing for you to charge. The second bonus room though could leave a player puzzled much later in the level. It's not tricky to know where it is, but it's fairly likely a player could get there without having what they need to access it. You could easily move by where Squawks is tucked through a wall and not be in the right place to see the banana hint, so it's a bummer when you're scrolling up just to see the no Squawk sign, realizing that somehow he was missed and an arrow pointing at a wall that you can't do anything about, which means you'll have to try again and really keep your eyes peeled. If you're over left enough, you will see the hint where you obtain him, and if you fly fast enough, you'll have time to nab the DK coin. And then it all becomes clear why you needed Squawks to access this secret bonus room, as you get a TNT barrel for the wall. Some bonus games are incredibly easy, but this one is actually understandable to have to try again if you're caught moving too slow to stay safe for this faster moving Crusher section. Redoing this level for another try is a bit of a chore. Overall, it's through a wall that you could overlook. Retries to find it aren't going to be super fast or convenient given this level's pace and nature, earning Castle Crush, number 8 on the list. Number 7. Slime Climb. In the windy, green, smoggy skies, we've got ourselves one of the more unusual, out-of-the-way bonus room placements in the entire game. A good while into the level, making your way upward on ropes and masts of the ship, doing your best to avoid the dangerous rising waters. You'll eventually reach a cannonball shooting croc that you'd very understandably move past. Jumping up to avoid a cannonball shot just makes sense, and why not continue climbing upward? That's where the bananas are hinting to go, and we can always trust those, right? But there's two things to see. The edge of a barrel behind this large croc, which turns out to be the invincibility power-up, and instead of climbing upward with it, you're supposed to go downward, now that you can swim beyond the deadly chomps of the Snapjaw. There's another banana hint barely visible at the bottom of the screen, the start to a long trail. Following the wavy trail of bananas long enough, and you go right into the bonus barrel. The bonus game is really simple and quite easy. You just climb and jump off to reach the stars, or jump with partner throws. It's really simple, unlike the location of this bonus barrel. Since the invincibility is tough to see, it's unnatural to target this guy and then go downward, overall earning Slime Climb number 7 on the list. Number 6. Chainlink Chamber. Back in K. Rool's Keep, going through walls again, which this level and overall world really enjoys doing. Deep into the level, toward the last stretch, you have one of the most difficult parts in the entire game, going up this shaft while two cannonballs alternately shoot downward. It's an awkward thing to climb through, and you're plenty busy trying to survive. Plus there's already a major secret in this section. The DK coin through a wall without really any decent indication. They really have a lot of nerve pulling a similar stunt right after you climb up the shaft, by having another wall you jump into. This is quite insane. Nothing really makes you want to jump back to the left. If you happen to go high enough and have a really good eye on the way up, you may have noticed the hole. At a glance, it kind of just looks like shadow and doesn't have a lot of contrast. But sure enough, it's there. Although to be fair, it's so unlikely that you're going to even get a look in the first place. The bonus game is pretty unique, yet easy, as you just fire your way up multiple times with a 15-second timer, and you should finish with plenty of time. Where those crocs are shooting those cannonballs downward, it doesn't feel or look like you'd have access to it. Overall, being through the wall is crazy. There's not even a banana anywhere near it, making Chainlink Chamber number 6 on the list. Number 5. Bramble Blast. In the thorny brush of Kremque, we have ourselves arguably the most memorable level in all of Donkey Kong Country 2, which is saying a whole lot, being that this game has so much variety and quality to offer. Toward the very end of this stage, after minutes of navigating blast barrel mazes, wrong turns, dead ends, and challenges, the second bonus room is incredibly easy to pass once you see the light at the end of the tunnel to finally get through this gauntlet. Once you're bouncing to the right on enemies, that's mentally where you'd like to commit to. Better keep moving forward to not land on thorns, and turning back left seems so dangerous and uncalled for. You wouldn't want to go back to the last checkpoint, but if you see the banana toward the bottom of the screen and bounce back to it, you'll find Squawks, who will help you find the stage's DK coin in the second bonus room of the stage. The secret being back down this way makes the DK coin up for top 10 potential, although there's a lot of very well hidden DK coins, while the secret bonus room compared to the rest is easily one of the tougher ones to find and most likely one of your last several to grab when completing your file. The bonus game itself isn't too hard, just a bit of bramble navigation with plenty of time to get it done, especially if you push down to drop faster. Cutting back toward danger instead of finishing out the stage is a tough call to make in the moment, making Bramble Blast number 5 on the list. Number 4. Haunted Hall. In the spooky setting of Gloomy Gulch, we are on a cart ride through what looks like a massive haunted library, and we are chased by a large phantom skeleton croc. Actually several of them, with their different colored bandanas in each of their sections. The secret bonus room here falls into their design of putting a secret beyond a secret. One hop to this track would grant you a secret bonus room, with these bananas leading you the way to go. And once the bonus game is completed, you come out on the other side. It doesn't feel like you've missed anything at all here, so it can be pretty confusing on multiple searches if you never try jumping up again from this track to find yet another secret bonus room. Not only is this a strange one to find, but it should be noted that this bonus game itself is unusual and tricky as well. You have to complete the track going backwards with some speed, multiple quick jumps without much visibility, so it's understandable to have to try this again. The bonus room placed beyond a bonus room, away from the banana hints, is pretty sneaky, plus the bonus game isn't easy at all, making Haunted Hall number 4 on the list. Number 3. Rambi Rumble. On the second honeycomb level of Crazy Kremland, this bonus room comes really late in the stage, while the player is in a hurry and without hints. After a first half of the stage with Kongs, you're then working on some of the most advanced Rambi play yet. And after quite a bit of all that, we have a long drop down. Then we're met with the sheer terror of King Zing Sting. Menacing theme and all. With this encounter, of course you're running in a straight panic, just trying to get away. And after running for your life for a few floors, your eyes are searching for the escape, and you'll find it with this blast barrel, along with the no Rambi sign changing you back into the Kongs. It all happens so fast, you feel a sense of relief that the chase is over. It doesn't feel like you missed anything, all you feel is the satisfaction that you successfully avoided death. It's incredibly easy to pass this secret bonus room since they rush you past it. If your eyes are really peeled, it just might occur to you after things happened in a flash that maybe there is something more to this final wall at the end of this chase. Couple things to note about this. First, it's a real pain being located at the very end of a fair amount of challenge. You have to play through the entire level again. And secondly, even if you did run past the barrel, simply running into the wall doesn't reveal it, which is a pretty important distinction to make from Donkey Kong Country, where you only needed to make contact with Rambi to reveal a bonus room. Without an arrow or any decent cue, it can be easy to overlook charging up to a dash during this dramatic chase sequence. At least the bonus game is easy, it's just a fun run wrecking through some enemies as Rambi, which is fitting. Overall, there's no banana hint. They stress you with dramatic music to run for your life from a gigantic bee. You'd have to fight all of your natural instincts to find this secret bonus room through the wall. You miss it in an instant, and once you pass it, it's too late, which is why Rambi Rumble has earned number 3 on the list. Number 2. Barrel Bayou. In the swampy third world, we're in Barrel Bayou for an unusual type of flow to find this bonus room. There's none to find with Rambi out here, although he grants you the DK coin. The bonus room here is a bit more bizarre of an interaction with one of these incredibly strange flying coat enemies, called cloaks. First, you're likely to feel there's something you're missing because you moved past a cannon, which might make you wonder if you already passed the cannonball. Then again, that doesn't seem likely because we just had Rambi and Blast barrels, so it couldn't have been that long ago. Moving ahead, you encounter this cloak and a banana arrow, clearly letting you know something is to the left. But unless you stick around and let this thing lead you there, then you'll never get what you need for that bonus room. Cloaks often throw enemies and barrels. A few others out there sometimes throw good things like bananas or even 1-ups. This guy will throw you a treasure chest that you need to break to get that cannonball. The bonus game itself isn't too hard. It's more so satisfying that you can hear the crash of the cannonball into each enemy. Finding this one takes a couple steps, and it's not unlikely to pass up with confusion. Although the hint arrow is huge, you'd have to tie that in with using the cloak, which is so unique, which has earned its place right near the top at number 2 on the list. Alright, here we are with some honorable mentions. There's actually so many well-hidden bonus rooms that we could easily list another 10. In fact, maybe we need to do just that, a 2-for-1 special. Let's squeeze in a top 20. Couldn't help it, there's just so many cool ones to look at. Let's start off the honorable mentions with a tie between Clobber Carnage and Fiery Furnace, due to the difficulty of reaching them with 2 Kongs. Both of these levels have extended tricky sections with plenty of barrel blasting before you finally reach the banana hints for these bonus barrels. Don't be surprised if it takes at least a few tries to finally reach these for a Kong throw. Getting through these long tough sections unscathed makes for some of the highest difficulty in the entire game. 19. Red Hot Ride. Easy to pass up with Rambi, since that contact won't open up the bonus room. If your head's in the right place, it may stand out to you, but there's not a banana hint and you come in floating on a hot air balloon, so it's easy to pass up. 18. Lava Lagoon. Coming out of the water, there's a barrel and a bug that you jump up to. You're tempted to use the barrel here, but you need to take a few steps back to use it on the side of the crate. While it seems natural to use the barrel on the bug, you can actually use either of them to access this bonus room. This is a pretty cool thing to know since it can be applied in a couple parts of the game. "17. Rickety Race. Before things even start, you need to use your partner throws. You may fall off the scent of the secret bonus room since it's up top across the way. Naturally, you're eager to board the coaster, but failing to look around in the very beginning will make you miss this bonus room. 16. Aquatic Abyss. In K. Rool's first level, in the icy waters, there's a part that's really easy to swim by, especially with how they bait you to do your charge attack, leaving it well behind. And it's through a wall, so it doesn't seem like you'd have access until you try pushing up against it. 15. Windy Well. There's an easy to pass up bonus barrel if you jump, since the wind won't allow you to come back down. It's all the way at the end of a difficult stage, and it's super rough having to come back here for such a silly mistake. 14. Hornet Hole. A secret beyond a secret, this would be much harder to find if this floor wasn't visible. It's not the most obvious thing, and it has a tricky location, placed above another secret bonus room. 13. Target Terror. Following the croc to the bottom track. It's easy to pass up. They get you in a habit of jumping out of danger from the barrel throws and over gaps. As he's riding with you, it seems like an enemy to outlast, but you actually need to follow him down into the gap. And it's not like you can turn around to explore, so you'd have to try the level again and remember to drop down there in order to get access to this bonus room. 12. Parachute Panic. Easy to pass on the left on your slow descent with squawks and all the zingers in the way. It takes a hard left into what feels like danger coming down this chute. And last but certainly not least, 11. Let's mention Squawk Shaft. The DK coin is in the exact same hidden area, and we already talked at length about this secret in the last top 10. It could certainly be argued as worthy of the top 10, but didn't want to spend minutes describing the exact same thing as we did in the last video. Alright, here we are at the very top of the list. What is the most secretive, convoluted bonus room to get access to? Number 1. Web Woods. Here in the 5th level of the 5th world, Gloomy Gulch, we are in the misty spores of Web Woods. There ends up being quite a lot of webs in Web Woods, since you'll be shooting them all over the place as Squitter the Spider. It is naturally slower paced, one of the more precarious and dangerous levels in the entire game, since there are so many gaps and large bottomless pits that you need to web across. With all the web platforming, the last thing you're trying to do is go backwards, but that's exactly what you're going to have to do to reveal the opening to this secret bonus room. It can happen fairly easily that you miss the hint of this banana arrow if you're up too high. But if you did in fact go back, you wouldn't be able to do anything despite seeing a big arrow to the left. Most players are just going to keep it moving ahead and take out this cannonball shooting croc. But the cannonball enemy is key to doing this. If you don't take him out too soon, the Kremling will shoot a super slow cannonball. It is the only one of its kind, so assuming you noticed and understood the left banana arrow, you would then escort this super slow cannonball across the gap, slinging out those web platforms until you finally get that satisfying collision on the other end. The bonus game is fittingly some more tests with the spider, but in the thorny bramble setting. One touch to the bramble means you're kicked out of here, and you already know this would be an incredibly annoying bonus room to have to regain access to in a difficult level. It's easy to miss with how the camera pans up if you're a bit too high, and it also requires some major backtracking effort. To its credit, at least they also hint later in the level of another bonus room with the same concept, but with a safer and simpler setup. Still, if you're rushing along and shooting everything in your path, you may never realize this is another cannonball needed. Since the far more advanced and dangerous setup came first, this is something you might realize that you need to revisit on another try, which is really a pain because Web Woods and its secrets is one of the more notorious levels in the entire game. You have to go backward across a giant bottomless pit following a cannonball for several seconds. All of this is why Web Woods has earned the number 1 secret bonus room on the list. But that's just how it came together for me, and there's a lot of great examples of well-hidden bonus rooms. What were your toughest to find? Thank you so much for watching, I look forward to seeing you in the next episode, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.